topic.
To 2003.
We can't talk about that on air.
I'm talking about my prowess.
This is episode. I don't even care what episode number it is. Come out Sunday, November 6th to New York Comedy Club to the Rad Dudecast live. You get tickets at newyorkcomedyclub.com. Use promo. What are you doing, Anthony?
I'm playing around with sound effects.
Use the promo.
My mom
code.
is calling.
Use the promo code Rad Dudes. Sunday, November 6th, New York Comedy Club. Rad Dudecast live. That's this Sunday. You got to come out. Now, ask me this. Do I care about anything else? Answer, no.
What
I
about
don't.
what about your family, your friends?
I've got no friends. My family, I care about them. Friends, I've been sold up the river and riff-raffed by everyone I've ever met.
Oh, boy.
I don't have a single friend in my life.
What about...
You want to know who my only friend is?
Yeah.
Bernie, my dog that died when I was in 9th grade.
Oh, Bernie.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
Can we pause?
Sure.
I love that we're trying to have a fun Bernie sketch that you're going to throw in as if to cover up, as if to put whipped cream on the fact that I've sold you up the river. I'm not your friend.
You think this is a sketch? You think I make light of the only friend I've ever had, Bernie the dog, passing away?
Bernie. Poor Bernie.
He had a good life.
We had
to keep his name out of your fucking mouth.
Whoa!
You
Whoa!
You greasy piece of fucking cannoli.
Oh,
Go back to whence you came, which was from Italy.
We had a great podcast lined up today. I had some guests scheduled that I put on the scheduling board.
Sure, I had some. I had my shout out corner.
He had his prowess. We had to get into, but I'll tell you this: all of it goes on hold now because Brendan has gone dark side.
Oh,
yeah.
He's turned his back physically to us.
I do have my back. I'm running my own podcast over here. You guys do whatever you want. 2 podcasts today. I'll look in the mirror and I'll broadcast out.
Oh, cool! Can I do mine? Anthony DeVito live from Aleppo.
See, that's just the kind of podcast you're not going to get over here on the Rad One Dude cast.
Hey, can
Brendan.
I ask you? Well, let me not ask you. Can I? What if I? Yes. What if I told you I could bring Bernie back?
We're not making a sketch about my beloved dog Bernie. Now,
we weren't his friends, though. How about with that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm here at the regular Rad Dude cast in the middle, being torn asunder by 2 friends fighting over something that I don't know what happened because I was getting coffee and money and McGriddles for myself only. I should have got everybody McGriddles. Is that why?
You got a McGriddle?
Yeah.
That was,
I just figured that you didn't want to eat it because you've been losing so much weight.
I don't eat McGriddles.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't get McGriddles anyway. I get a sausage McMuffin.
Those are great.
McGriddles, not for men.
Oh, my God.
McGrills are not for men. That's what he said.
That's a women's breakfast sandwich.
Wow. Well, color me a lady.
Yeah.
Because I love a McGriddle.
I will.
Are you serious? 2 pancakes and a sausage? That's a full breakfast that they made into a sandwich.
For a lady.
The Imagineers at McDonald's have outdone themselves this time.
What do you give a lady if she orders a turkey sandwich?
Flowers.
You sprinkle a little sugar on it. That's a lady's sandwich, just like a McGriddle.
Wow.
I think ladies and men
I'll tell you this.
don't have different things.
Exactly.
I think that people do what they want when they want.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Color you a sexist.
Yeah, this kind of 1993 attitude that you're broadcasting right now won't stand, especially during this election season.
Bill Clinton, did you kill people too? Like Bill Clinton did with a gun?
Vern Troyer.
Who's Vern Troyer?
Vern Troyer is the little guy from Austin Powers. The Clintons killed someone named Vern, I think.
No, Vince Foster.
Vince Foster. That was it.
Well, it is. I'll tell you, I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy. That whole thing, not great.
Oh, no, that?
Well, so...
That not great. The real not great.
So Whitewater was the big...
Why is it all water, by the way?
Greg brings up a good point.
Great question. They're always...
I think because the Earth, it's 80% water. Our bodies are a bunch of water. So I think majority you're going to come across water.
Yeah.
Okay. It's always gate. Water is only Watergate and Whitewater. Yeah. But it's always...
Blackwater.
After Watergate, they made everything gate. Deflate gate.
Deflate gate. Deflate water.
Deflate water.
That's a town in...
Gay Gate. They never had one of those.
Yeah, they have a gay gate. That's the only way you get into my house.
Anyway,
Vince Foster,
yeah,
Whitewater
go ahead.
was a questionable
Yeah.
investment made by the Clintons into this
Mm-hmm.
investment fund that was later
Debunked?
it was fraudulent in some ways, and the
Mm.
Clintons' connection to it was always questionable, or how much they knew was questionable.
Even
And
Chelsea?
Vince Foster was a family friend. I mean, people even said it went so far as to say at one point, speculate that Vince and Hillary were having an affair. But Vince was their lawyer and their representative on the Whitewater affair.
Mm-hmm.
He later killed himself.
Yeah.
So there's long-standing conspiracy theories that they killed him. That Clintons had him killed to silence the last sort of person who knew the true story of Whitewater.
But I'd say this: anyone who has had an affair with Hillary Clinton will probably kill himself.
Now, to call me a sexist and then turn around and say
Not
this kind
sexist.
of drivel.
She's a robot. I'll
Well-
fuck a robot though. Westworld, what up? Hashtag Westworld. Hashtag Greg's World. Hashtag gay.
Now, if someone were to get inside my head right now,
Uh-huh.
what they would find is the lowest tier of hell with demons battling.
Do you know what I imagine in your head right now?
What?
You ever see this movie Labyrinth?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
well,
I tell
I-
people I've seen it, but I've never seen it.
I'm in the middle of a sentence. In the middle of a sentence, Anthony.
Okay, all right.
So maybe take your Ritalin. You ever see this movie Labyrinth?
Yeah.
They had these little monsters that would just throw things around. They've both got your head cut from your body, and they're playing basketball, throwing it around, and you're going, "Let me go. Let me be free of this torment, of this disease." And you know what does happen to them?
What?
Your body says, "I don't need my body says I don't need my head. I'll kill all you motherfuckers," and it murders them all, and then reunited like the knife and the fork, your head and your body. End of story.
No, no.
Nah, man. I don't think so.
That's the Brendan shirts. Just saying, no, I don't think so.
I don't think so, man.
I don't think so.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know about all that. No. But what I do have is some real problems: mental,
Uh
physical,
huh.
emotional, geographical,
Oh, he doesn't know where he is.
theoretical, hypothetical, calculus.
Shut up, Anthony. If you're not going to be serious.
Well, I'm listening.
Fucking
I'm listening.
crap.
I also had trouble with geometry when I was
Now-
in 10th grade. I had to get a tutor.
I've never had problems with geometry. Easy, if
Yeah.
you ask me. Easy.
Oh, really?
Shapes. Easy.
I never made it to geometry. I failed algebra senior year, and it was pre-algebra because for some reason they didn't put people of my caliber into those math classes.
Yeah.
Went to college, and they said, "You got to take algebra."
Did they make you take it at high school?
They made me take it. No, I didn't take it in high school. It's
That would be
pre-algebra.
so funny. Why don't they do that? That's funny.
What is?
If you're behind in terms of curriculum,
Yeah.
they make you take algebra, but you're like, I mean, we don't teach algebra here at college.
You got to go back to high
You gotta go to high school for this one thing.
Yeah, well, I took it in college and I failed. That's why I dropped out of college because I couldn't pass algebra, which
Man.
7th graders were taking. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm on the Rad Dudecast now in shorts.
What's it?
I was in-
Don't know. First of all, you're not wearing shorts. Oh, you said in short. I thought you
No,
meant
in shorts. I meant in shorts, and I didn't know I wasn't wearing shorts.
I thought my legs felt unusually warm. Let me address a couple of things. One,
Can I just want to say the light has come back to you. Did anyone else notice?
no life has come back
It
to
has
me.
come back to you.
No,
He's trying to fight it, but
no,
it
It is.
no,
He's
no,
back.
No,
Look at
no,
him.
No,
Look
no,
at him
no,
smiling.
no,
You
no.
are back.
Ask
You
me how many
smile.
friends I have.
How many friends do you have?
0.
3. I'm Brendan.
0.
3. I'm Brendan.
No friends.
Except 3 I have
Yeah.
that I love. I'm Brendan.
I've got no life. I've got no type of rock to fall back on.
Hold on to what you were going to say.
That's why you should become religious.
Anthony, this is the 5th time you've interrupted me. Hold on exactly to what you're going to say, and I want you to return to that religious thing. But I want to do a quick game show with Anthony. When I say we both do quick game show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Name 5 things you love about Brendan. Go.
He has a nice shirt on.
He has a nice shirt on. That's 5 points.
His personality is good.
His personality is good.
Yeah.
That's 2.
He's always happy to help you out.
Always happy to help you out. That is true. That is very true. Always happy to help you out. 3. 4.
And when when he has a problem,
Uh-huh.
he'll talk to you about it.
That's not true.
No, he does sometimes.
Yeah, I guess sometimes.
Yeah.
And 5. And he's
5?
got scissors. Let me have those scissors.
5.
I can't keep.
I think I think Brendan knows the most about stuff.
He does know the book. That is actually a
Yeah,
a
really.
good one.
Like
he's the smartest guy. in the group.
I'll always feel if Brendan is in the room, I'll go, well, I'm comfortable now in the room.
I've never felt more insulted.
Well, let me do my 5.
I'll tell you, I did
All right.
6 too. So
Go for
yeah,
6.
Be happy about that, huh?
What's the 6th?
No, I did 6.
Sure didn't. Sure, one of them was just my shirt.
But
Well,
it's a
yeah, but
great
you
shirt.
bought that shirt, so your brain did that.
It's an extension of your
It's an
personality.
extension of you.
I've got 3 of
Your
my shirts.
style is a part of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I learned in fashion school. Greg, go ahead.
First of all, I'd like to say, Brendan, just as a serious donkey moment, as sound engineer, I'm going to have to ask you to take whatever it is in your mouth out of your mouth if you're going to talk, because then we just don't hear you. Because it literally just keeps the mic away from your mouth, which you already have a problem with. It's the only problem. I say this. You've got one problem, and it's that you don't talk into the microphone.
Is that my problem, or is that
Your
the sound engineer's problem for not fixing me up in a way where that would work?
Well, we don't have the technology to do what you need.
We've got the technology to get a
Even
man.
as a joke, I don't like this.
What?
I don't even as a fun joke. I don't like when you're
It's
mad
not
at
a
me.
fun joke. I'm dead serious. I've disavowed both of you as partners. Now
Disavowed.
I've
don't
sold my share
Serious
in the Rad
donkey?
Dudecast.
Say serious donkey.
Serious donkey. I've sold my shares in the Rad Dudecast.
Wait, you can't. What's the real word? Not serious donkey. What's the?
Impregnable Donnie. Serious
Yeah,
donkey.
impregnable Donnie means
serious
if you
donkey
say it-
means he may not be lying.
That's true. Serious donkey means maybe.
And the fact
Impregnable
that
Donnie.
he's brought up shares of the Rad Dudecast is enough for me to think that he may be lying.
Okay, impregnable Donnie means a blink. So the crowd doesn't have to know, but I'll know
Do we have a stock program?
if this is real. No. Are you really? Are
No.
you blink if you're really mad at me?
I blinked.
Just tell me what.
I can't blink.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
Oh.
This is the thing.
You can't blink either?
No, I'm not mad at you guys.
I
No,
know,
you
I
blink and I
can't
would have known,
blink.
and we could have kept the game going.
What's the game?
I say if you blinked, then I would know you're.
You think this is a game for me? You think this anger and rage that encompasses me is a game, a fun game for me to play?
Yeah.
Now, one point of business I wanted to get to
Yes.
before I was forced to divest my shares in the Rad Dudecast, which I've sold to Urge, by the way.
Urge seems like a pretty good money man to get shares to.
Okay.
I think he would know what he was doing financially is what I'm
Well,
saying.
I bet that has something to do with something that's ignorant.
It does.
Good. This
He
is what I
seems
want.
like a
now you're
sensible
mad.
guy.
Bring. I want
You
everyone
have
to
added
get
to my
racism
level.
to
What?
the podcast.
Is there intent to hurt?
Yes.
No, I have no intent to hurt, so I'm not mad.
I did that to Anthony's foot. Anthony's laid up in bed with ice on his foot. He doesn't know this. I booby-trapped him.
Did you?
That could
finally,
be true.
Finally, payback achieved.
That could be true.
That could be true. This foot thing is a mystery to
We
me.
don't know how he hurt his
Honestly,
foot.
what happened to your foot? Because
I was
it's
walking
bad.
home. I was walking home from Julia's. All of a sudden, my foot stopped working, and then I was in incredible pain for a whole evening. And then I woke up, and my foot was bruised, and I have a mild foot sprain, diagnosed by Anthony DeVito, MD.
Anthony MD.
I'll tell you right now, there's nothing mild about this.
Really?
Yeah, you're hobbling around, and also a sprain I don't think occurs. I mean, Greg's got more medical knowledge than any of us, but I don't think a sprain occurs just out of nowhere. You have to bend it or something.
Well,
you know what that sounds like? It sounds like somebody who cares.
yeah.
Yeah,
Number 7.
listen.
Brendan cares a lot about, and honestly cares about you.
Honestly.
What happened was I went into the other room
Yeah, what
and then
happened
realized
in
I
there?
had a lot of work to do and got real mad at myself.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't
We should do it on the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, we do like a study group.
Yeah.
No, we'll never do anything. And now I went in the other room and I don't have any. Everything's been taken from me.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you wearing clothes. I see you with friendship. I see you with a great beard.
Are you
and a great
talking about
body.
this country? A lot of people are saying that.
No,
Yeah,
I-
this
I-
country's being taken by
No.
the Clintons, the Clintons.
No, you feel like everything is being. It's going to be okay.
Nothing's okay.
Obviously,
It never will be.
if it's a financial problem, I'm here to help.
He has $540.
What? It's not a financial problem. It's a problem with you can't get a brain transplant.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you could though.
I don't know why you think that's
That
not possible.
Italian doctor did it in China.
Yeah, he was from Italy, but he went to China.
No, that was a head transplant. The guy immediately died as soon as they cut his head off.
Really?
Come
I mean,
on.
I don't know, but I would imagine.
Oh man,
you
I would
can't
imagine.
transplant a head.
I mean, yeah.
Because
What are you
even
doing?
if you transplant a head, that's just a different guy. You haven't helped the fucking guy who said it wasn't the first place.
I know. It really, there are some immediate loopholes in that right off.
Now
the
I
bat.
got a different body.
Yeah.
but you
Well,
look like-
thanks.
You get the
Yeah.
same abs as Brendan.
Now I'm 2 different colors.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. We're doing it.
I saw Al Scooper do a head transplant live on stage once.
You did?
Yeah, that's like his part of his show. He gets a guillotine and he cuts his head right off.
See, that's the thing. I've never seen anything.
Oh, boy. Man.
Why don't we spend the week and we'll give you a week in New York? We'll take
What?
you to all the sites.
No, New York's the problem. I'm moving. Did I tell you guys I'm moving back to Cleveland?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, hopefully in January.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
done.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, I'm not kidding.
You're not moving back.
Yes, I am. I've quit comedy.
You've quit comedy. You're
quit
currently doing
comedy.
comedy as we talk.
Yeah.
No. I honestly, I think I'm going to move back to Cleveland. I'm done.
Then we.
Enough. This industry doesn't want me. I don't want them.
Who shows this industry wants you? This industry's having you.
The industry is
You're doing-
having you.
Having me for
Industry is
what?
On plate.
What are you
On
talking about?
Seth Meyers, Urge, all the countless fans that
Didn't-
bleed for us.
Comedy Central, Seth Meyers.
Well, Comedy Central is done. They've washed their hands of me.
Oh, have they now?
I've washed my hands
They
of them.
put you on TV and they loved you.
They didn't love me. They hate me. Everyone hates me, and I'm moving back to
Come on.
Cleveland. That's where you want to live. You get a yard, a house, a job, a wife, a dog, the whole thing.
And
Costs
if
you-
the Cubs win, they're going to be so happy.
No, not the Cubs. The Cubs are it's
Cleveland
Indians.
Cubs, they're very excited.
No, there's no Cleveland.
They've never
Cubs.
115
Question
years.
about the Cubs. Who would name a sporting team after an infant?
The infants.
They should be the Bears. The Cubs? Come on. Nobody wants to be the baby
I
rabbits.
No, I like that because small animals are adorable, and that's what I like. So I like that they're doing that.
And I got to be honest, I thought it was the Cups the whole time.
That's pretty good. I used to root for the.
Go Cups.
I like an inanimate object as a mascot.
I used to.
I agree.
For a long time, I rooted for the Toledo Spoons
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
of
This is
the
also-
Silverware League.
Crazy we're talking about this because a guest we have who will come on later is doing a documentary based on this. So we'll get into that.
Oh,
later.
that's good that we're bringing this up then.
Maybe.
That's good that we're in.
What happened, Gray? Brendan's dead.
What's happening?
I don't know. His tooth hurt. No, he's turned his back to
I
us
almost
again.
feel like there's like a
away
voodoo
from
doll in the distance that's being poked and things are happening. With
There
you.
is a voodoo doll.
To
You know
you
what
and
his
him, not
name
me.
is? God.
Boy.
He's been poking me and prodding me for years, trying to get me to do things, and I say no.
Yeah, I'll help you out with these. Whatever work you have to do
Financially.
financially.
There's no finance.
I've offered
no.
$10 of my $575 that's
Well,
in my wallet.
Here's what you should offer. Starting today,
Mhm.
prior to moving back to Cleveland, I'll tell you what else I'm doing. I'm going online.
Mm-hmm.
I'm unconnecting my information from the Libsyn that hosts our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I say, okay, someone else do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No more.
You want me to do it?
No, you already do a job.
I'm busy with the Patron page.
He's getting us alcohol.
Patron. I think it's called Patron.
That's how heavy he's working into
If
it.
I don't see some money coming in from this Patron page, which, first of all,
A baby called Patron.
goes all the money,
Yes.
all the back money, before you see a red dime,
Yeah.
goes to Greg for his sound engineering skills and me for paying the hosting.
Well, it actually has to
Yeah,
go
but
back
what
to the
about me?
fans
I-
who paid me for T-shirts that this is taking too long.
I pay for the apartment.
Just kidding. All the T-shirts are coming, guys.
Here
That's not a joke. You can actually see they are really.
They are coming. Here's another thing. I used to think it was a real hoot, this box thing. Then I see the list online. This guy's made $200 off these shirts.
No, it wasn't
I mean, he's
$200.
made none because he spent it all.
This guy's pulling a fast one.
Yeah, he's
No.
getting
This
rich
whole time.
off his box scam.
First of all, it was $60 to $80.
That's pretty good.
Second of which, all of it is gone.
I mean, more than gone. You're losing money on
Yeah,
these
I still
boxes.
have to
I've
pay
seen
for
what you're
shipping.
putting in there,
Yeah.
and you got to pay for shipping. It's been you're in the hole.
I also
Well,
did a thing, to be honest with you, which is hilarious. I did tell you guys about. I got this thing that make rings, and it did not work.
Oh, yeah.
I was making everybody rings from this
It's gonna
casting
make
thing I learned on
everyone rings.
It's like a casting thing that you do.
Yeah.
You have to, and it is very difficult, and it is impossible
Can
to
I have
do.
a ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Let me see one. You got any
no, I couldn't make
samples?
No, I couldn't make them.
What kind of metal were you using?
It's not metal. It's this. It's like this. It's two parts. It's like this plastic. It's the same thing they make the heads out of for the action figures. So this guy who casts them, I was like, hey, can I do that? And then I bought this shit, and it all broke. But anyway, I'm making them. I shouldn't want to.
What do you got? Snickers there?
I'm making them out of these though.
Oh.
I'm gonna make some rings out of this. I bought
Well,
this
that's
wire.
that's a ring. It's already done.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do hot glue.
Can you have a Snickers there?
Yeah, of course.
Give me about 6 or 7 of those. That's the only thing that can help when you're in this type of state of
Oh,
mind.
maybe you're gonna change like the commercial.
What?
What if the Snickers commercial was they I mean, those are all the Snickers bars we have.
Wait, what is this Snickers commercial?
That they go from they get like usually it's like they're mad and they turn normal.
Yeah.
What if they eat Snickers and they turn into raging like Martian aliens that are murdering people and they've come and they have no forgiveness?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Um,
Did you write to Snickers about that?
I don't like to write things down. I like to scream at people as they pass in the street.
No. Well, maybe you'll luck out.
All right, so how are we doing?
Well, I gotta give my shout-outs.
Oh, give your I got Corey Griffin. Thanks, man. You missed the cutoff on that, but you're great. He sent me a very nice message too.
Yeah, he's very nice.
Also, can I talk? I do have to do something for real.
Yeah, all right.
Can I take a real moment? Greg's real moment.
Oh.
I want to say this. We have great fans. And
Yeah,
I
we do.
And I've done a bunch of podcasts before, and we've all done a bunch of podcasts where you get these monster fans who are just mean,
So
rude,
mean.
scummy people.
Yes.
And our podcast, our fans have all been very, very nice.
Yeah.
And I just like to keep that going. So I do want to say that if you do see us in real life, remain calm, because everyone so far has been.
Yeah.
And we're cool if you're cool, but just talk to us like you talk to anybody.
Yeah. We had a blast with Marco and Jimmy.
We did, but we got talking about Marco. I gotta say this, Marco.
What?
You can't fucking call me at 3 in the goddamn morning.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? You woke me up. You woke my girlfriend up. She was like, "Who was that?" I was like, "Fucking Marco."
Yeah.
Can I
Go ahead, Brendan.
Can I do a? I want to get real for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I don't care for our fans. So I want to say I've done a lot of podcasts. I've met a lot of fans. A lot of them were just way better than ours.
And I'll say this to you, Brendan, that I don't. Our fans aren't going to know if you're joking because I don't know if you're joking about any of this. Everyone's going to go, "This is that day that Brendan really quit the podcast and really hated his friends."
Yeah, I'm moving to Cleveland. I'm done I'm done ramming my head up against the wall.
When did you decide this fully, 100%?
When
you
did I
were in
decide
Anthony's
this?
room? Yeah.
When I went to Anthony's room prior to the podcast.
Yeah.
I walked out.
Yeah.
The weight of my life dawned on me.
The weight of your life. Let me tell you something. You got to watch this documentary. Another one, not the one, because I don't even want to talk about it, but it's called Dieter Goes. Dieter flies a plane.
It's called Dieter Flies a Plane.
It's called Little Dieter Learns to Fly.
Little Dieter Wants to Fly, which actually will bring up, which we are actually working into. It is by Werner Herzog. We watched it last night. You think you got a bad life? This guy was captured by the Viet Cong.
Oh, yeah. They based that movie on him. It was nice in there.
It was nice in Viet Cong?
In the fucking camp he was in. I saw the movie with Christian Bale.
Really?
Yes. It
You
was
got a
great. He had a
movie
great life in there.
What movie with Christian Bale?
They made a movie. Werner Herzog was involved in it.
Uh-huh.
After the documentary,
Oh,
they
okay,
made a
yeah.
fictional movie about it, about that guy's life.
Oh, okay.
Watch
great
the
time.
documentary, though. His
What
stories
movie,
are
though?
horrific.
They all had a great time in there. I'd love for that.
You'd love to be captured
Oh,
by the
wouldn't
Viet
that
Cong.
be great?
No,
to be
that's
captured
not,
by the
you know
Viet
what?
Cong.
That's taken away from people's heroicism and courage. I shouldn't even joke about that. I would not, and I respect anyone. That's the only people I respect are those that have been captured by the Viet Cong.
Yeah. You know who doesn't trust? Know who doesn't like them?
Who?
Presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. Kildman.
I won't get behind this. I hate Donald Trump.
Oh, I hate everybody.
And I don't want to get political, but...
Well, no, somebody got a show. I did a bunch of Trump jokes, and the guy says, "We'll do Hillary now." So I said, "All right, I'm going to do Hillary for the next 3 days."
that's fine.
Yeah, so I'm just hating everybody.
I'm sorry. I brought this whole podcast down with my own depression, and that's why I got to get out of comedy.
No, it's all of our depression.
Everyone was in a good mood, and
How's our depression?
I'm
dude?
walked
still in a
out of
good
a
mood.
room.
I'm
and
in a great mood.
Was I'm depressed.
I don't think you are. I think you are.
It's the best.
I think you think you are, but the truth is you aren't.
The best when people do that.
I know.
No.
It's called the fake out.
Yeah.
You go, maybe they go, oh, maybe he's right. And they
Yeah.
go, I'm not depressed.
You're
and
not
it's
depressed.
cured.
You just need to exercise and have a salad.
I exercise more than anyone I've ever known.
More than me?
No, I don't exercise. Well, more than you, yeah. But not more than anyone I've ever known. This is the only friend in my life. The only friend I've ever had is jujitsu.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, all right, go on.
Go on where?
The podcast and talk about it. The jiu-jitsu podcast. Not this one. Another one.
I got it. Listen,
Called the Jiu-Jitsu podcast.
I know we have another guest coming in today.
Yeah, I mean, the energy is sucked out of that.
Wow. A guy gets horrible depression and you try and take it out on him.
Some people have real diseases like AIDS. I have AIDS. I don't complain about it. I
Do
never even told
people
you.
have AIDS?
I have AIDS.
No, it's not that bad anymore. You live a full life.
Yeah. It's actually better to get AIDS than it is depression.
It's better to get AIDS?
Yeah.
Tell that to my boyfriend. That's what I tried to tell him. He was like, I'm fucking depressed. Why? He's like, you gave me AIDS. And I was like, well, it's better to have AIDS than depression.
Those shirts always make me laugh.
What?
Like a T-shirt that says, tell it to my boyfriend.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I
so-
think we talked about this before.
Probably.
I love a mean shirt.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, why are you, who are you trying to fight?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what did I saw someone wearing something the other day where, like, that just said, don't worry, I'm not listening to you. Like, what? I wasn't
Just
talking to
walking
you.
down the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what are
Yeah.
you, who are you saying
Yeah,
this
yeah,
to?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Best habit I have is punching people in the face.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't do that.
yeah.
Want to get ahead? Give me head. Why are you wearing that? Is that to everybody?
To everyone,
That's just
Yeah.
everybody.
Well-
it's ridiculous.
How many? That means so many people had to be saying something to you that you were like, I'm tired of talking. I got to put this on a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
tired of just doing this up front.
Yeah.
You know when like somebody who they sign autographs all the time and they're tired of signing autographs,
Yeah.
so they just get a stamp. That is what these
That's
people
so
are doing
arrogant.
with these T-shirts.
Yeah.
Who are
I'm
the-
not crazy. The voices in my head think I'm fine.
Yeah.
God.
Mondays.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Fuck you.
Fuck
tired.
you. With
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Mondays.
Mondays.
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays more like it.
Get me going
Yeah.
on a Tuesday. I love a Tuesday.
I love a Tuesday. I love nothing, but day wise, Tuesdays are all right.
What's the best? I honestly think the best day is Thursday. I think so. Because Friday I don't give a shit. And Thursday is like hope.
This is the thing. I'm sick of labels. It's 2012.
Yeah.
Take the days off.
All the
It's
days.
just, any day's a day.
One day.
You
You're
had
born
a
till you
system
die.
where you
Yeah.
just number everything. And I think at first I wasn't on board with that, but now I am.
Yeah. It
I
always
ate
goes
4
up.
mini Snickers. Now I got to run 32 miles today. Who let me do that?
You ate one.
I ate 4.
Well, that's only the size of one regular one.
This is true, man. You ate one Snickers. You're all right.
I thought it would help me. I thought I was hungry. I
You
wasn't.
did smile briefly.
You did smile briefly.
That
We
was,
have that.
yeah.
That's the name of my autobiography that will be released posthumously. It's called "He Did Smile Once Briefly."
Can I write your biography?
Fine.
Things I think happened to you.
It will be called "He Did Smile Once Briefly" at the taste of chocolate, but then what God has done to his brain came roaring back like the rivers of Appalachia.
See, you're not depressed.
Yeah, you're fine.
And people at home, remember, if you have a friend who's going through depression, just tell them they're not.
Yeah.
That gets them way better.
Yeah.
Now,
Just
I
kidding.
had a guest I wanted to bring in today.
good.
No, but I have my shout out.
Your shout out is
Corner.
for shit and for fuck.
No, I need to shout out some people that have been very nice in listening to the podcast.
Let's see if this is anything.
Monica Elsby. She was great. She wrote on Facebook, "Keep doing it. You guys are great. Anthony, you're very handsome." That was nice of her. Wasn't that nice, huh?
Great.
And then we got Jacob Pritchard, who said,
Came in
Pretty
confident with
great.
that one. Yeah.
"Yep, Jacob
Almost
Pritchard."
seemed real.
He posted a picture on Instagram and he said, "Hey, you guys, really great stuff. Thanks so much for doing the podcast. It's got me through my divorce."
Good
And
for him.
then we have Ellen
Ellen, of course.
Yep, sure. Ellen, why not?
These are real names, but I know
Yeah.
you're just making them up.
Yeah.
Ellen. No, Ellen from the Ellen Show.
Oh, wait a second. With the D on the end. Ellen.
This is Ellen. Yeah, she has her own show called the Ellen Show, and she hit me up on Snapchat, and she said, "I love it, great podcast." And then also, Tim Principal.
Tim Principal.
Yeah, Tim Principal.
Sure.
What's he do for a living? Do you know?
What?
Do you know what he does for a living?
Yeah, he is the mayor.
Of course he is.
He's the mayor
course he's the-
of New York City.
Of course he's a mayor.
Tim Principal.
The mayor of New York City. That
he-
can't be fact-checked.
reached me on Periscope.
On Periscope.
Yeah, and he wrote me a bunch of hearts, and he said, these are all for the podcast, so there you go. So those are my shout-outs.
Great.
Great. Now, great fucking segment. Really added to my life. But I made a deal that in exchange for some promotion
Yeah,
for his upcoming documentary,
yeah.
I would allow a guest to come on our podcast today. I know we don't normally do it.
Yeah, but that's fine, because you're in such a mood that I'll let you do whatever.
Now, this is your friend, apparently, Anthony.
Oh, well, then I'm
If you
happy to have
care
him on.
Let's let him in here, if you care to introduce him.
Yes. So, guys, I'm very excited because they don't normally let me have a lot of my friends on this podcast. But today's the day where I get one of my very own.
Well, Brendan's never had friends in the podcast either because he has no friends.
Okay. Well, that'll be a discussion
See,
for another time.
This is what hurts me. Here I am thinking you two are my only friends in the world.
You're
and
my
you
friend.
Come out here and say I have no friends.
What? The beginning of the podcast, you said I wasn't your friend.
What?
And I've been hurting the whole time.
You just said I had no friends,
Let me tell
so
you
it
this.
looks like I was
I've been
right.
saying you're my friend, and let me say, your depression may be caused by your brain. Mine is caused by you hurting my feelings.
That's not depression. That's sadness.
Yeah, you goddamn right. I have sadness, and I need to take drugs. You know what those drugs are? I don't know. You have to say you love me.
I
And
do
it
love you.
cures it.
I do love you. I
All
wish
right.
you were my friend. You said you weren't, but I wish I had friends. I heard it's great.
You're my best friend.
I heard it's great. Am I your best friend?
How about
That's
this?
Your best friend.
How about this, Brendan?
No, I have a layer of best friends. Multiple people that rung a wrong side, a tie race. A tie race.
That's pretty good.
How about I love you? How about that?
You don't
Huh?
love me. If you
I
love
do.
me,
You need to tell it more, Anthony. Say
Yeah.
it more. He needs to hear it.
Brendan, I love you.
Now let's get.
How about that?
No, say it seriously.
I did say it seriously.
Say it seriously.
That's my okay.
Greg, I love you.
I love you.
You're my best friend.
The first
you're my
time
only
I did,
friend.
you're my no.
Okay,
Open
hang
the
on.
door for someone else.
Okay,
Let them
you're
in.
my friend, and what did I say before? Jiu-jitsu. You
No,
and jiu-jitsu
leave the
are
door
my
open. I
friends.
think someone else wants to come in. Anthony.
You,
I'm-
jiu-jitsu,
what?
and my dead dog Bernie.
Oh, hold on. One of my friends. Now that we're talking about friends, which is good. One of my friends is here, and I'd like to introduce him to you guys because I think you guys would really like him.
Okay.
This is my friend, Austrian filmmaker, award-winning documentarian, Werner Herzog.
Hello. It's very good to be here, my friend Anthony, and my new friend Brendan.
Thank you. And if I could say,
Great as always to see you, Werner.
I don't
I gotta go, guys. I'll be back.
respect Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
but I am very impressed with the level of friend he's brought in to us today. How are you today?
Very good. I've been dealing with some of my own issues, but I have them solved, and it is good to be here on your podcast. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now, your work precedes you. You are one of the all-time greats.
Yes, thank you. I don't accept it, but I appreciate it.
Thank you. That means a lot. Now, you're here today to promote a specific project. Is that correct?
Yes, of course. This is a movie a passion project I have been working on for 25 to 45 years. It is called Fate of the Plates.
Fate of the Plates. Now,
Fate of the Plate.
you've been working on Fate of the Plate for a range
Yes.
of 25 to 45 years.
I don't. Well, yes, because I first I filmed. This was one of my first documentaries, but it was deleted because I forgot the passcode to my phone.
45 years ago, you forgot the passcode to your phone.
Yes, and I had it all on there, but I just forgot the numbers. I forgot the numbers, and I
Ugh.
went onto the Apple store, and the line was too long, and I said, "Fuck this! I'm not coming back."
That's the thing about the Genius Bar. Did you try and make an appointment online? You know
They
you-
said that. Sorry. They said if you made appointment, you'd be okay. And I said, I didn't. How am I going to make appointment if I can't get into my phone?
Oh God! Now that it's sort of like one of those greater issues you tackle in your work, where it's the great duality of man and the pointlessness of nature and being.
Yes, and how annoying it is for these 15-year-old fucking pieces of shit to tell me they're better than me. I have made Grizzly Man.
True. And I didn't want to bring up Grizzly Man.
They said, did you make appointment? I said, I made Grizzly Man.
Wonderful movie if you haven't seen
Did they recognize you?
No one does, because no one has really seen my face. I don't put my face in many movies.
Now, as fascinating as this is, I want to get back to the fate of the plate, because that's the reason you're here today.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this film.
This film is a passion of me. For many years, I have a love. I tried to film it 15 times. It is a passion, a love I have of dinnerware. All dinnerware is things I love. I love the plate. If you look at the plate, it is indestructible, yet it can break into a million pieces and never be put back together, like lives, like ourselves, like love.
Okay.
The fork and the knife.
Before we get to the fork and the knife, because I want to hear everything about this
Yes.
movie. Tell me, I don't know how you see the interview process. I see it as sort of an interaction, and I do want to jump back in, rewind a second. The plate you see as both indestructible, but yet it can be broken into a million pieces.
Yes, you can buy a plastic plate or a porcelain plate.
Oh, I see. So the plastic plate would be the indestructible one.
Yes, it is not, it's not breakable.
That
Like
makes
us,
perfect sense.
like us, we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. Some of us we break when you drop us. Do we not break? Answer that question, Anthony.
No, people definitely break if you drop them.
And some of them don't,
That is also true.
depending on what kind of person they are.
Or how high you drop them from.
Or yes, from any height, you will break. From, you know what I'm saying, high enough, anything can be broken.
True.
So, Werner, you mentioned that 15 times. You made 15 different attempts at this documentary. And I understand if it's painful for you to relive all of those 15 failed attempts, but walk us through every one of these and, the process of making this thing finally.
I don't mind talking about it, and I do like it. Is good to be on this podcast, the Rad Dudecast, where you can finally be able to speak of the things I want to speak of. I tried to make. Now, maybe you have seen. I heard you were talking about it when I was in the waiting room. Dieter Learns to Fly. You've heard.
Sure.
You've seen
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Yes. That original one was me meeting a man to go over kitchenware, and but he had this story of being captured.
Mm-hmm.
He was captured by Viet Cong,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to cut him off. So that's what the movie was about now.
So Dieter Learns to Fly originally was going to be about kitchenware, but you were sort of blindsided by the man's story, and it ended up being about that.
Yes, I came in. I was wearing my shirt that said "I love plates." He was like, "Come into my kitchen." We get into the kitchen, and I go, "Oh, I love it. Should you have what kind? Is this from? Is this fancy China? Is it what yours?" And he goes, "China. Don't bring that up." I say, "What do you mean?" And he says, "Chinese people, they remind me of the time I was in Vietnam." I said, "Those are two different countries." And he said, "But I was. Did you know I was captured?" And then on and on he went for 4 fucking hours. By the time he was finished with this thing, we didn't get any footage on plates.
So then what? Go ahead, Brendan.
Well, I was just going to say, okay, so that explains Dieter Learns to Fly. But Grizzly Man, surely you went into that one looking to make a documentary about a man who goes to live with grizzly bears?
You see, no, that was what it was again. It was about forks and knives. The fork and knife, the relationship is something of beauty. Yet you need them both for your meal, but yet they live so far from each other on one and other side of the plate.
Yeah.
It is a love. It is an inextinguishable love. Like the man who had left society as the fork has left the knife, but to be returned to cut the meat. But then this fucking guy is living with bears. What am I going to do? Not talk about that?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
So
He did work in a restaurant.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
where I went to meet him.
Wow. So
Yeah.
could it be that every one of your groundbreaking films was initially an attempt at this passion project,
Could
the
it be?
Fate of the Plate?
No, it is. It is. And here's the thing with Fate of the Plate. It is. I almost finished. I have over 47 hours that I have just finished editing. This is going to be a very long movie.
Sure.
But the truth is, I have a cut scene. If you want me to, can we play a clip?
Please play a clip.
Okay. Here we are. This is scene 1, Fate of the Plate.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I never really thought about plates like that before.
Well, come on in, sit down. We're here at my cutlery and china shop.
Oh, okay.
This is pretty much your standard plate, flat. But I
Yeah.
got that in round.
Oh, good. I think I like round more than I do flat.
Okay, we got round. I mean, well, they're all flat, but because
right.
I don't have bowls here, just
Oh,
plates.
yeah.
But I got
makes sense.
round, square, rectangle.
Isn't this thrilling? This is thrilling. This is my life's work finally to be seen.
Wow,
What
that
did you
was
guys think
really
of that?
thrilling.
Werner,
Yeah, that was amazing.
I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. And I'm a big fan, and we're friends,
Yes,
so I
of
can
course.
speak candidly with you.
You can always tell me what you think.
But that seems boring.
Well, you're not looking at it through the eyes of excitement.
He's right.
You have to be excited. You have to just tell yourself, I'm so excited. You have to just, actually on the DVD case, it just says, repeat that to yourself 100 times as you watch this. I'm excited. And it changes your mind.
Now, I'm looking at the DVD case right here that you brought in to promo it. Says here on the back that absolutely there's a disclaimer that says absolutely no discussion of bowls.
Yes. The bowl,
What's that about?
The bowl is the Uncle Tom of plates. It is bullshit. It was originally a plate, but gravity has taken its toll on the bowl. So I do not respect the bowl, especially since the taco was invented. The burrito bowl, as soon as a new technology has come, you move to that. Like a edible plate is way better than a regular.
What about soup? How do you eat soup?
From the pot.
Ah.
Why is there a middleman?
Interesting.
Is it?
Not really. I don't. Yeah, like I know that you don't really know him, so you're probably less inclined to speak truthfully with him. But I mean, this as a means for you to getting to more interesting things is wow. Has that been great for you? But to just focus on plates, I just don't know that there's enough there for a captivating documentary.
Have you seen Into the Inferno?
Yeah, the last one you made about volcanoes.
Yes. What did you think?
I mean, I liked it. It went all over the place.
Yeah, because I kept trying to get back on course.
Okay.
I went to this small town that had a volcano. I was like, what kind of dinnerware do you have? And they were like, we have a fucking volcano. And I was like, this is too much for me.
Werner, can I jump in here and just
Of course.
speak candidly with Anthony? Because I'm getting a little irritated myself at his failure to understand this project.
Well, I mean, wow, okay.
Question. Let me ask you this. How many times have you been to a volcano? Inside a volcano?
Never.
Never, right. Okay.
Okay.
How many times have you lived amongst grizzly bears?
Never, probably.
Never. How many times have you been captured by the Viet Cong?
None.
None, right. Final question. How many plates have you eaten off of?
I don't know, millions.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
So you love
Relatability.
relatability. Yes. I should have put that on the cover.
Yeah, I just don't know that people are going to care that much about plates unless you throw something
don't-
else in there that's, you know,
They don't care about plates.
maybe a person who eats plates. That's like a weird diet.
You will see on the back cover it says, no dishes were harmed in the making of this film.
That's
Yeah, I
important.
do see that.
I do not destroy art. You don't spit on the Mona Lisa.
Today.
And I can leave at any time.
No, I'd love for you to stay here.
I don't
because I am.
see that as an option.
Let me tell you something. I started when you came here to give you a little backstory. You were in the waiting room. I was furious. Why? There's something wrong with me. I was in a very bad mood. But now, you coming here has given me focus from my bad mood. Now I'm angry at Anthony for failing to understand the importance of this project.
See, Werner, don't you think this is actually a more interesting idea than plates as a
What?
case study?
What?
Depression, mental health, transference of anger.
See, that's the problem that would happen is I would start talking about plates, and then he would get into depression. And I'm very courteous, so I don't cut people off So then that would be the documentary would be about.
You
but-
wouldn't have to worry about that with me because I respect what I wouldn't mention a single thing other than plates if we were to ever work together. I like to keep sort of maybe a special plate in your house for special occasions.
Yes, of course. The what's it?
Birthday.
So now you
birthday.
two are just going to talk plates.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the biggest plate you've ever eaten off of?
Oh, that's a great question because that's another thing. The size of the plate, it represents the size of your heart as a human. Can you give? Are you taking too much? Do you have anything left to give? You know, and I would say I once ate off a plate almost 2 feet wide.
What? Yeah, I love that. 2 feet wide.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the key thing of plates, Anthony. I know you don't love it, so I will explain it to you. Versatility. Anything can be a plate.
I know.
You get rid of a plate, and your hand is now a plate.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
Your
all right.
hand, yes.
That's the fate of plate.
Do you understand?
He's he's touching my thigh as he's telling me this. Werner is European.
Human
yeah.
connection.
Okay,
It's about
yeah.
a human connection.
You're saying you can get all that from a plate.
What
Yes.
don't you understand
I just
about this
don't-
documentary? It's
Yeah.
fascinating. 47 hours, you're talking about plates, cutlery,
Yes.
you know, everything that matters.
Yes. Halloween has just passed, right? I do 4 hours on disposable plates that you've cut the eyes out.
4 hours.
4 hours.
4
on
hours.
different
A
Halloween
mask.
costumes
It's a mask.
that can be plates.
That's a whole portion of this thing.
Yes.
Is the fact that plates can also be used for decorative functions.
Yes, we go through every. No. That is like a whole other DVD. This is just 4 hours. 4 hours on Halloween costumes that can be made and from plates. You need to be Wolverine from the comic books. Fake plastic knives. You're done. Cutlery solves everything.
My favorite part about the documentary, my favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes is when the waiter comes out and he's got the man's dinner. And you're capturing a restaurant in this particular scene, and he says, "Careful, the plate is hot."
Should we cut to that scene?
Hot plate.
No, I mean that's it. That was the scene.
I would like to explain. Oh yes. We
Okay,
can
yeah,
that
let's cut
scene.
to it.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Thank you for coming, waiter.
careful, the plate is hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I mean,
And
what?
I love
That's
that
nothing.
scene. What do you mean nothing?
That's nothing.
You know how much
You
weight?
went to a restaurant and ordered food.
And the plate was
What's
hot.
all this is
It was
crazy.
a very trying scene for me.
Sometimes
It burned
things
my
are different
fingers.
temperatures.
Yes, it burned my fingers so hard. What more trials and tribulations do you want to go through? Let me
All
explain.
on a plate.
Yes, maybe you've seen,
Oh, man.
and as romantic as the plate can be, because sometimes you're just getting away from it. Okay, like in Lady and the Tramp. Okay, they both try to eat the spaghetti from the plate, but it's their removal from the plate that allows them to find the kissy kissy. The kissy kissy.
Kissy, kissy, yeah.
The kissy kissy.
Now, what were you thinking at that in the time in the movie? Because I have watched all 47 hours
Of
3
course.
times. I loved it. I couldn't get enough.
Could be
Couldn't
why.
get enough. What were you thinking during that seminal scene when you ate dinner off of home plate?
Oh, this is the ending scene. This is the finishing scene, is to bring all of the plates together. Right?
Mhm.
I remember this. Now at the end, I will set up the scene for you. It is the Last Supper deal, but we're at home supper baseball, and we have a man who has. We have a man we've met. We have a man who has a plate in his head. We have a man who studies the earth, plate tectonics. These are other things. Earthquakes come from plates. And then we have all-star home run king, Ross Killebrew.
Okay. And should we watch that scene?
Of course.
Is he done explaining it? Are you done explaining that scene, or was Plato also there? Maybe people were playing with Play-Doh while Plato, the Greek philosopher, was in the background.
Don't tell it. Show it.
Okay. All right, well, here we go. Well, mighty fine day to hit a home run, as I am home run king Ross Killebrew.
It's a pleasure to have you here, home run king. And your name, sir?
Gravro Stimco.
If I'm not mistaken, that's probably a guy with a plate in his head.
Thank you for explaining. I
Yeah.
would have been lost Thank you, Gavro Stimko.
Gravro.
Thank you, Gravro. Yes, this is great. This is going to be great to have these men here. Gravro, tell me of your circumstance. How have you gotten this plate in your head?
I was hit by a train. The weather today will be. Sorry. The radio comes in on my head plate sometimes. It's 10 past the hour on. You're watching WTAM. Oh God!
Oh, this is wonderful.
Mr. Herzog,
Yes.
I just wanted to say that your documentary, Enter the Inferno, about volcanoes, did so much for Earth tectonics.
Oh, and
my study group at Cal Berkeley couldn't thank you more.
thank you, nerd. What is your name?
Kevin Freeze.
Kevin Freeze.
Hello.
Yes. Who are
It is
you?
I, Grecian philosopher, Plato.
Plato. Thank you for coming, Grecian.
Do you mind if I play with my Play-Doh?
I would not hate it. I would love it. You have a distinct sound. You sound a lot like George Takei.
I call it Plato's Play-Doh.
Hey, boss. Let me just ask you a real question here. What am I doing here? Ross Gillibrew speaking.
You are the home run derby king.
Yeah.
You spend more time at the home run plate than anyone else.
Perfect. Got it.
Yes. Sorry, wrong room, sir. That is a man. You can see he's carrying around worms. That is for the documentary I am working on.
Gavro's here.
Bait.
Are we gonna eat dinner or what? This just in, first time listener, long time. Oh God, I'm sorry. Oh, that gentleman seems to have a head problem.
So that's the big end scene.
That's the big end scene. It goes on and on and on.
Fantastic.
It goes on and on for a long time.
You can't tell him that's
Just fantastic.
Thank you. I've worked very hard. I'm going to run now. You guys, thank you so much. Remember my show at the plays. It will be playing the next 48 hours on Netflix. And also, thank you. Herzog out.
That was just riveting.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Was
I
it?
loved it.
Werner Herzog.
You didn't
His
like
new
it?
plate documentary. I mean, he's a friend, but I can't with this guy.
I mean, I think that may have went on a little too long.
Not me. Not long enough, if you ask me.
You're talking about? I don't think so.
The documentary.
The documentary. Yeah, the documentary probably went on too long in terms of that he made it.
Yeah.
But I always, when Werner's here, it's great. I know I've always, whenever he's here, I always go, that could have been longer. I do think.
Werner does not like to edit
No.
himself or his documentaries.
Yeah, I like it in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
Not so much that plate documentary.
By the way, you got to watch this movie that's Into the Volcanoes.
I'd love to.
It's
Into
great.
Inferno.
man. Yeah.
It's crazy. He just goes. First of all, you think it's about volcanoes. Then for 40 minutes, it's just about this guy who digs up fossils.
I love it.
And then he says, "This is the best guy who he can tell you what any bone's from." And it's just clearly some mentally handicapped person who doesn't speak a word of any language. And he just he guy goes, "What's this?" He pulls up a tiny little, and the guy goes, "FEMA." Like he just nails every one, but he looks like he might have problems.
Yeah.
And then I think you said it's about World War II at some point.
Yeah, at some point, the end of it, he just goes to North Korea. It's about North Korea. It
it's
stops
great.
being about whatever. It starts being about that.
I have a friend. A friend of mine was a world famous volcano.
Volcanologist.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Should I have him call in?
Of course. Damn it. Can I pause? Can we do a serious Donnie for 1
Yeah,
second?
Impregnable Donnie, I thought was a
Impregnable
real
Donnie
guy.
for 1 second. I was so excited that you knew.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
No, yeah.
He's going to call in? Okay, he's going to call in. Hello? Hello?
Hello, it's me, Ricardo Ricata.
Hey, Ricardo.
You want to know about a volcano?
Of course I want to know.
What you want to know, man?
You know, how do
Go
This
ahead,
is the
Greg.
5th time you've cut me off this podcast, Anthony. I'm going to just be honest. It was the 5th time. But now I forgot
Yeah,
what I was gonna
hey,
say.
you
What were
guys
gonna
all
say?
right,
Ask him.
man? You guys all right?
We ever get a little bit of trouble with the Rad Dudes as a team or kind of?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
What's the deepest volcano you've ever been in?
I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.
What?
Yeah, I lost interest in that one.
Oh, okay.
Real,
All right.
real
I love
fast.
that.
Thought it was gonna come in hot. Came in real cold. I gave up.
All right, guys. You want to plug some stuff?
Well, other than the fact I ruined the podcast today with my own mental instability.
I honestly think today was a great one.
Another
Yeah, this
thing
was
to
a lot of
hate
fun.
myself for when I go home.
No, this was a fun one. I actually thought it was
No,
better
I
until our
wrecked
guest came on.
I loved our guest. Oh, I got a plug. Sunday, November 6th, 7 p.m., the Rad Dudecast Live at New York Comedy Club. Pick up your tickets at New York Comedy
And they're
Club.
going fast.
Pick up your tickets at NewYorkComedyClub.com. Promo code RADDUDES. They are going fast.
Do I do that all the time?
No.
I probably just do that
I
all
do
the
that
time
all
and
the
don't
time.
even realize.
We all do that
We're
all the
all
time.
cutting each other off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 times today.
6 times. 6 million.
6. We got any
Forever, Greg. I lost count.
I had to change my phone number, by the way. I'm changing it today. I got that crazy call from a fucking fan that was not cool. So, as much fun as we had with calling me, that ends today, by the way.
Yeah.
I have to let you know. And
If you guys want to go back and find Greg's phone number on the earlier episodes, I forget what number it was, but I can almost guarantee you he won't change his phone number. So if you find Greg's phone number, go ahead and give him a call anytime, day or night.
why did you do that?
What?
This is the thing. I got a phone call from someone that was really crazy.
That's great. I'd love to see more of that.
No, I'm actually changing my number.
So it's on some of the earlier casts. You go back through there.
I don't want to end like this.
You go
Well,
back
I've got to
through
do
there.
my plugs.
Do your plugs.
Well, Brendan's got to do this thing first.
Yeah.
This thing is not good.
If you could go ahead and do your plug.
Oh, okay.
If you could, though, could you plug how his phone number's earlier in the podcast?
Yeah. Also, you could just text me, and I'll give you Greg's number.
I'm not giving you my new number now. Great.
I'll be in Chinese Taipei. I've got to do a sword ceremony for a couple hours from July 6th through July 25th.
Sure. You do it for a couple hours.
I'm doing it for a couple hours
for
every
3
day.
weeks,
I'm heading
yeah.
up this sword ceremony. And then I will be in Birmingham, England. I'm giving away some free candy to whoever wants it. I'll be there for 3 weeks.
Yeah. What about you, Brendan?
I will also be in Chinese Taipei during that same period. I'm also doing a sword ceremony.
Thank you. And as always, this podcast is brought to you by Stamps.com. All your stamps. Stamp your mother.